Welcome, 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 everybody. I'm so glad you're here. We're just going live here on Twitch, and I have an incredibly sweet story for you. So, as we are connecting here, I have this delicious coffee. And it was a sweet gift from somebody. And I thought that while we're connecting here on Twitch, I could finish my coffee as you're joining. And I'll have this as a replay for you. Here on Twitch, and I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube as well later. So wherever you're joining me, thank you. And I'm really excited for all of you joining me live right now on Twitch. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome. I really wanted to focus on this incredible message that has come forward. Oh my goodness. I have been entranced upon all of these amazing images and words and messages and art, these innately activating cards. And I just want to remind everybody that I don't read cards at all, and I've actually never purchased cards for myself. That's right, I've never bought cards. I don't really enjoy shopping. I know that's strange. I'd rather be adventuring or traveling or digging for crystals, like all these crystals here. So I tend to have fun with the boys a lot. And so it doesn't resonate to shop for decks or even to pull cards or do readings with cards, because that's not what I do. So I tune into all the psychic abilities, and I read energy and future and awakening, and I tune into highest light. And I guess the best way I could describe it is I tell you who you are. And I see infinite potential, and I love the images though, and the words, because they tell this wonderful story, and they show what I see, feel, hear, and know. And I love all the messages through the numbers and the synchronicities here in the physical time and space. So I do love the artwork and the messages that come forward as we tune into the energy. And something incredible has happened. So I actually have four decks of cards, and one of them creeps me out, and it was a gift though, and it's vintage, and it's probably worth some money. It's an original tarot deck from the 1970s, and I was born in the 70s, and it was discovered in my neighbor's attic, which is super creepy, right? And I really I'm really creeped out by it, but I feel like it's history, and it is this past collective vibration of what was and what is unwanted. And so what's interesting is I fell in love with this deck from the Oracle of the Angels, because Melanie Beckler on YouTube is an Earth Angel, and a few of her videos had some of those images, and they were exactly what I see. And so I was explaining that to my husband, and he gifted me. He bought these for me. And so I've had these for years, and they're just for me. Just for me to tune in and tap in for myself, and they were so beautiful. And I thought maybe I would frame some of them for myself. I had no idea I'd ever use them for other people and to guide and shine light and be illumination. I had no idea. And so then later, my husband sees these Rainbow Bridge Mystic Monday, and they're a color vibrational deck of the tarot that creeps me out. And really, I use them to shift the collective consciousness out of what was with the old tarot into what can be, and how cool it's a rainbow bridge. And he saw it and he said, it's a rainbow bridge, you have to have it. And so he bought it for me, and his intention for me, and he's a master 11, and so his intention was that I would tune in to being the rainbow bridge with the tarot, and that's exactly what I do, and it's incredible. So this deck for me is about bridging the old tarot with this higher, lighter vibration with color frequency. And what's really incredible is I realized that there's a bridge between the Oracle of the Angels and what I see, along with the Mystic Monday. I call it the Rainbow Bridge. And I don't use all of these. Not all of these resonate with me, and so I don't use them all, and that's okay. I use what resonates with me, and they're just gorgeous. And so I realized that so many of them were similar, the messages between the two. And so I started lining these up. And then yesterday, as some of you know, you joined me live on TikTok when I opened this amazing gift from someone in our Discord community. I love all the light reflection, but I really wanted to get it to where you could see it. It's Angels of Atlantis, and they came yesterday after I opened this new portal for myself, and I was really tuned in to this Atlantean, Lemurian, Arcturian me, and this gift came right after I finished opening this new opportunity for myself that was inspired through meditation and my dreams and astral travels from the night before. And so this deck comes as a gift, right? So again, the fourth one, all of them gifts. And as I opened this live on TikTok yesterday, and some of you could feel my vibrational match to it, almost like I created it, it reminded me of my other cards, specifically these. And so last night, as I was sitting in bed, all cozy and tucking myself in, I couldn't sleep because I was so inspired by the synchronicities. So I started sorting through all the cards last night in my bed. I laid them all out, all of them. These and these. Oh my goodness, it was a vibrational match. It was so perfect. And then as I was doing that, I realized that these also were a vibrational match. Oh my goodness, this perfect trifecta, triangulation. So today, I took all of those piles between the three decks and I created this most beautiful and epic story for you. It's amazing. It's this thick. And I want to share it with you in this ASMR style live stream. I just wanted to invite you to get cozy and comfortable. And cheers to this super sweet story. Lining up the synchronicities with the Oracle of the Angels, the Angels of Atlantis, along with my Rainbow Bridge Mystic Monday, the shift, the liberation is beautiful. Okay, let me organize these boxes. And create a little cozy space for me to share these with you. And I created this cozy little crystal cave for you. And I mined all these crystals in Arkansas. It's so interesting, this crystal right here, exactly where I'm sitting, I can see the rainbow inside. I don't know if you can see it or not. I mean, maybe you can. Let me show you. Maybe you can see it. Right here. I see pink and blue, and there's nothing reflecting. There's nothing reflective on it. So my computer is creating some noises along with my air conditioning, and I hope that white noise is okay for you. This isn't my normal setup because I really wanted the focus to be right here for us. But this, I can see it. There's definitely a rainbow on a face inside. So this is a multi-dimensional crystal from Arkansas, and there's rooms inside of it. You can see it. It's amazing. So I think one of the walls of the rooms is reflecting back in the light right now, this pink and blue and yellow, even green. It's so beautiful. I hope you can see that. I love that vibration. Okay. Do you see that? Quartz is so powerful. The crystalline core of the earth. All the knowledge. Think about the large crystals and all the knowledge from planet Earth. And all these little tiny ones. So beautiful. You would never know from this side all that beauty and knowledge. So spectacular. I'm so glad you see the rainbow. It's there. And then there's another one somewhere over here. I saw it. It flashed, and now I can't find it again. I think maybe right here. It's so interesting how when you just gaze upon crystals and hold them in your hands, and all the little things that will reveal itself to you. And it's interesting how I will have mined these crystals myself, and years later I'm still discovering something new about them. And I remember when I first had crystals, I just vibrated towards them and I didn't really understand why. And then when I started mining crystals, oh my goodness, I could really feel it. And if you've ever slept on top of crystals, like on a mine, oh my goodness, your dreams. So I astral traveled the night before I mined this, and I had it in my hand. Anyways, they're magical and they do vibrate. And when I go mining for crystals, my personal role is wherever I'm sitting, I'm probably sitting on a crystal. So wherever you maybe feel drawn to sit, maybe that's where something is. Some of the most magical crystals I've ever mined, I was sitting on top of. And I thought maybe I should just dig where I'm sitting, and sure enough, there's something there. I wanted to show you one more before we get started with the story. This one came from Crystal Vista, and it's a free dig site actually in Arkansas, in Mount Ida, Arkansas. And it's known to be a portal mountain. Anyways, it's really just vibrationally, your inner child just can't help but run free there and have fun and get lost and not even realize the time. But do you see the rainbows? It's a rainbow. It's actually a clear quartz point. It's a rainbow. And it's on the matrix. So beautiful. And I have a lot of people that ask me about, what kind of vibrational tools or toolbox or things, items should they get? And my answer is always, do what feels good to you. Pick up or grab onto what feels good to you. Use the thoughts and the words and the vocabulary and the vibrations on planet Earth that feel good to you. Allow yourself to magnetize to that which resonates with you. And it's a self-discovery, and it's fun. And so I didn't even realize I was going to be into crystals. And I used to giggle when people talked about crystal healing. I was all into energy, right? But crystals, really? And then I dove into the science of it, and I started picking up crystals. And of course, people started gifting me crystals and gems, and I could feel that vibration, and it was fun. Started with our story here. For those of you in our Discord community, and if you're not in our Discord community, Lucid Life Vibes Official, there's an official invite for you. It's free. And we have a life path number room where we discuss our life path numbers. And it's interesting that we're starting with number 34, which is 7. And I know that 7 is very meaningful and synchronistic to many, along with the 3 and the 4. And the life path number 7 is the seeker, the natural philosopher. And we're going to actually talk a little bit more about some life path numbers as we move through our sweet story here. However, I just wanted to start with this vibration of seeking and being open to the messages that resonate to you, and allowing that which does not resonate with you to just roll off. It's an invitation for clarity and frequency and resonance to open before you, and closing the door on chaos and confusion. So part of our intuition and our inner navigational system is that which chaos or confusion surfaces, and sometimes that surfaces in the throat. It's a time to pause, stop, halt, and reflect, or just let it go and move forward or onward and upward without judgment, no shame, blame, guilt, and that is a liberation. So it's an invitation to just get cozy and comfortable in the place and space that you are, as we go higher and lighter into this frequency of liberation. I am so in love with this image and this word and this vibration. And what's interesting is that many of you see the triangle and the circle. The triangle, I have so many lights here. I love this. All this light reflection. Look at this. I've got a column of light. And then we have a few other lights. So we're going to allow all the extra lighting here, the light orbs and columns, to just add to our image. Isn't that beautiful when we incorporate the light into the image? I love that. It's beautiful. Now we have this blue light orb and this column of shining light from the heart space. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. A living light, right? I talk about this living light technology. And now this blue orb is in the heart space. I love this. I love creating live stream content. And now we're going to move the light orb to the I, the knowing, the higher self. Oh, have fun. And I don't know if you're receiving any frequencies in your left ear right now, but I am receiving quite a frequency in my left ear, opening to this vibration of the liberation. So this, again, one of my favorites, and again, the number sequence and synchronicity for everybody. Also the blue vibration and space, the angel, the wings, the liberation, the triangle, the eye, the circle, the new beginning. The invitation is a liberation and shining the light, our light orb, right there for clarity. The seeking for many, right? May there be infinite understanding and clarity foresight and insight. So for many of you, also opening just to this triangle and this circle within your meditation, and many of you that do the one-on-one meditations with me, many of you will travel through the triangles, the circles. Many of you will see these eyes, blue and green eyes, your guides, your future selves coming to you with these amazing eyes. So this is an innate activating image and frequency for so many of us, if not all of us. Again, this is why I was tuned in to these. And I wanted to, since this is the first one we're starting with, I really wanted to bring the artwork for this angel deck to your attention, because look at the crystals. This is really what I see, is this living light technology. We are the sword, we are the power. And allowing the living light technology, that creation, source energy, life force energy that we are streaming in, igniting the diamond white light of the heart, the inner child, and down to the crystalline core of the earth, the knowledge, the healing, the memory, the high vibrations of this earth realm, where the two come together into our human, physical, embodied experience. So this image and this vibration really shows what I see and I feel and I know to be true about our physical human experience. And many of you are magnetized to me, either for the relaxation of it or for the awakening of it. And again, that's just my life path number, is the 1, the 10, the 11, the 1s and the 0s. The gateway, the portal, the rainbow bridge. I bridge understanding, bridge the knowledge, bridge the healing, bridge it all, yeah? The liberation. Bridge the awakening into the liberation for many of you. And I love that. So welcome to the liberation of you. And as we're bringing together this sweet story, look, liberation, the bird's eye view, the infinite potential, the bird. My chair's a little squeaky. And there's been a little bit of ruckus out my front door recently, so I'm hoping that it's going to calm down for us. But I like to allow all of the sounds and frequencies around me to just add to, like that dog shake, add to the relaxation, where life simply becomes music, and all of the sound becomes music, and it's no longer noise. Yeah, it sounds like my air conditioning is even popping off now. So now that we're nice and cool and we are feeling a liberation in this bird's eye view and perspective, isn't it interesting how on our Atlantis Oracle Angel cards, it's the same yellow circle and this invitation of a new beginning with the liberation. Do you see that? What are common? So it's really interesting, as I was having my awakening, I would pull on all the common threads. I became the dream weaver and the bridge weaver and the knowledge weaver. What are all the common threads? What are the things that are similar that resonate with me? Is everybody kind of saying the same thing maybe, and I'm not hearing it? What's common? What's similar? And I'm seeing, look at this, the flight, right? The higher perspective, the bird's eye, the angel. the wings, the flight, the height. And then look at the yellow, the circle, the circle. And I have so many zeros in my numerology. And that's beginning and new beginnings and portals and openings. The yes now. And some of us, if you're life path number 1, 10, or 11, and you have the 1 in you, you are a yes now vibration. And liberation is just part of who you are. Isn't that amazing? So those are portals to the yes now of the liberation. Absolutely amazing. And this is only our first card. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Let me rearrange just a moment and make this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. The here and now, one of, again, my favorites from the angels, the oracle of the angels. And the here and now is when we're most powerful. It's this masculine depiction because it's this masculine action energy. We choose this, we do this, we can choose to tune in the here and now. The here and now, our present moment, it's our future. So let me try to grab this card again. Do you see now the liberation and the flight in the here and now? It's right now in every now moment that there's a liberation for your future, for all the wanted, the thoughts, the desires of the heart, all of it, the physicality, the manifestation, the embodiment. I just really want to tap into this one. And you see what's underneath it? Michael, Archangel Michael. This gorgeous purple. I am presence. I am presence. I am presence. I am that I am. I am that I am. This now moment, taking back all your power. That's the liberation. That's the portal. That's the now moment. Do you see? The vibration is the same. Here and now, presence. And I wanted to show you something else. Do you see the here and now is 4? 4 is foundation. So we talk a lot about the 22, the master builder. And 22 equals 4, which is foundation or transformation to the foundation. So it's in the here and now. It's in the present moment. I am present. Is the liberation. And excuse me, do you see the 4, the 3 to the 4? It's an invitation. 3 then 4. The liberation through the transformation in the here and now. The 4 is your new foundation for the actual manifested wanted life. Do you feel that vibration? The 3 to the 4, the foundation. So what is this invitation in the 4? And it's I am presence. And Archangel Michael in this beautiful royal purple, this beautiful purple. It's really interesting and synchronistic right now as I'm holding I am presence. I'm just present with this moment right now and soaking this in, this vibration. I love this so much. I'm soaking in the synchronicity that I saw. Actually, somebody shared with me one of the most beautiful TikToks I've ever seen. It's a wife was videoing her husband. And if you're in our free Discord community, I shared this in the tap room. Oh, oh my goodness, it's the Wizard of Oz moment where the purple horse turns to orange. And he was wearing those, what are they? The color glasses. You know, people that are colorblind and they make those color lens glasses for them where they can see color for the first time. I can't even think of what they're called. The wife was videoing her husband, who looked to me like he was in his 40s. And he was a big dude, a manly man. And he was acting like a 4 or 5-year-old child. He could not believe, he was asking, what color is this? What color? It's like he had never seen purple before. And she said, it's purple. And when it changed to orange, oh my goodness, he came out of his skin. He came out of his adultness. It was absolutely beautiful. And at the same moment today, I shared on Discord as well, there's a TikTok of a little boy sitting in the backseat of the car, and the mom has a piece of paper, and it looks to me like there's dragons on it, flying creatures. And she says, is this what you wanted to be for Halloween? And it was a really long, confusing word. And apparently he had been asking to be this for Halloween, and she couldn't understand what he was saying, and she figured it out. And so she printed out this picture of it, and it looked to be a dragon of some kind. And the look on his face was, I am understood. So here I watched this vibration of color and this grown man and his inner child come out. And at the same time, I saw this video of this child who was being understood for who he was, and he was understood. And his inner dragon came alive, and you should see the joy because he was understood. Being understood. Oh, there's a liberation to that. There's a flight and a frequency to that. Do you feel that? So that color, seeing the color, feeling the color, there's a vibration to color. What is color? It's light spectrum. What is light? It's life. So a grown man sees color for the first time. He sees purple change to orange, just like this card. This card is purple with orange writing. And it made me think of the Wizard of Oz horse turning from purple to orange. And in that I am present moment, his inner child coming to life and light. So what's the color of you? How can you be present and allow your inner child? Maybe it's allowing yourself to feel like this. Both. And then I wanted to share, in the I am presence moment, there's an awareness. Here and there, there's an awareness. This awareness is a favorite for sure. I mean, what's not to love about the awareness here and there, and even the in between? So many of you have been communicating with me on all the platforms, Twitch and TikTok and YouTube and Discord, even in my one-on-one coaching and your private calls, about this awareness. Awareness is everything. And awareness requires the here and now. I mean, really, think about it. Are you aware outside of this present moment? I mean, how can you be aware in the past or the future? Is that even possible? I wanted to tune into something before we move on. Let me look just a little bit closer. I really want to see these. I really can't tell what they are. Are they lions? I think I might need a magnifying glass to really see the heads. I think they might be like lions. I thought at first maybe they were gargoyles, and gargoyles have come up as guardians, and they direct a water flow on top of the roof. So like architecturally, oh, the rainbows are really shining. Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually the first time I've done this setup with my microphone and camera and everything, so thank you so much for your patience, everybody, while I'm trying something new. And I'm even playing in all of our little light orbs here. But I think these might be like little lions, because I see like manes on them. I'm really into this card. There's something about this card in Wizard of Oz and the color and me telling that story that I feel like there's more coming through right now. And it really does look like a crown, doesn't it? I mean, I know maybe it's supposed to be a throne, but it really looks like a crown. You know, I'm really feeling like this is a crown and a throne. And it almost looks like this orb is a fountain. Like it's open, like the orb is pouring a fountain into the throne and the crown. As though you could open the top of your head and that you are the throne, allowing the presence to pour in. And this reminds me of our golden bodies. This I am presence, that you are this most high temple, most high presence. Ooh, that's beautiful. Do you see anything in this orb? Do you see anything? When I did the unboxing of these, some of you saw these beautiful images in the orbs. Oh, do we see anything in this orb? I feel like I do see something in this orb. Do you see that? I see that. Do you see that? Aren't these beautiful? So many of the cards, as I was going through and bringing together all the synchronicities, many of them just matched up everywhere. The word was the same. And even look at the water. Look at all the water and the movement. And what's so interesting about this is, do you see the dolphin is actually not swimming in the water? Do you see that? The dolphin's actually leaping out of the water. The dolphin is playing and leaping and adventuring and into the air. Do you see that? The dolphin is actually airborne. The dolphin is in the air. What is the message? Look at that. Look at the reflection of the water. Look at the color vibration. I definitely, for sure, I see it too. And all these little extra light orbs I have going on, aren't they beautiful? It's so beautiful. That is something, isn't it? I'm glad y'all are seeing it too. So, joy in being airborne, joy in getting out of your comfort zone. See, the dolphin is taking this leap and playing, right? In the air, not in the water. There's joy in that. There's joy in the adventure. And sometimes it feels risky. And sometimes the invitation is moving in the joy. And it's a feminine depiction here. It's a feminine depiction because we allow the joy in. Yeah, we don't make ourselves joyful. We don't push it forward. You don't make it when you're not feeling joyful. You're not joyful, right? Have you ever attempted to make an unjoyful child joyful? It's impossible. But when you begin to play and laugh, what happens? The number one way for me to change a kid's vibration is to play and laugh with them. And if I can't do that, my second way is to find a balloon and blow it up with my own air and say, don't let it touch the ground. And everybody joins in to have fun, to give flight to the balloon. And all of a sudden, your thoughts go lighter and higher. Just try it. If you ever need to wrangle a gaggle of kids, or even just one kid is having a low vibe moment and they need to mind their vibe, blow up a balloon. Say, don't let it touch the ground. Get them moving. Get them thinking about the balloon going higher and lighter, and joy begins to overflow. When you take your focus off the unwanted and move, do you see the movement? The earth, the air, the water, the light, the movement. It's an invitation to move into the joy, feel the joy. And that's what's happening right here. The dolphin is joyfully leaping. It's a joyful jump. And now we have the Fool, the 0 in the tarot deck. And this is actually a high vibrational, that Rainbow Bridge Mystic Monday, where we're raising the vibration. Yeah, we're raising the vibration. And let's tune into this Fool, not being careless, not being foolish. No. And look at this. It's a feminine depiction because you're allowing and receiving the freedom, the free spiritedness. Again, the Fool is not careless. The Fool is not foolish. No. The Fool is joyful and moving and saying yes now, and yes now, and yes now, and yes now. Do you see? Yes now. The leap. The joy of the freedom. The joy of the freedom. You're here having this human experience. You came for the crystals, you came for the water, you came for the sunrises and the sunsets and all of it. Look at the movement. That is a white rose. Look at her orb. It's a pink orb. I love it. It was a blue orb, and now we have a pink orb. So we're definitely reflecting the card back to us, right? Right? We're getting this reflection back. It's so beautiful. Look at the freedom. Look at the flow. Here and there. All that vibration and freedom to just flow. It's the same as joy, isn't it? So the Fool, for many in the original tarot deck, it means beginnings. Yeah. So do you see that? Do you see that? So for many, the Fool is all about a new beginning. And here in our beautiful new Angels of Atlantis, we're tuning into the same vibration as beginnings. And look what's so interesting. We have this pink and purple vibration between the two. And I love that it's this desert and water. I feel like this image is what was once a desert is now water. That's what I feel from this. And not only once what was a desert is water, it has a rainbow reflection. Do you see that? I actually see blue and gold and green and pink and purple and blue and green. I don't know if you can see all those colors. I see all those colors. And do you see all the movement around this orb? Ooh. Talk about movement. My dog is on the move. Beginnings. 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 So many tune into this full zero. The zero. What do we say about the zero and the circles? I tell you, there's nothing foolish about a zero. The zeros magnify. I'm a zero. I have zeros all in my chart. It's the beginning. It's the circle. It's the orb. It's the, yes. Circle. Circle. Orbs. Beginning. It's an invitation for a new beginning. The freedom to fly and soar into the new beginning. And that brings us to the Empress, another major arcana from the tarot deck. I just love how this is all lining up for us. And the Empress is number 3 in the deck. Oh, I'm so sad. This is going to be my last drink of coffee. It's so delicious. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I'm thinking like it has a little bit of cinnamon in it. It's so warm and refreshing. But I actually let it get room temperature because it's still a little bit warm outside. It is so delicious. And it's from this local coffee shop called West Oaks Coffee. And they have their own coffee. And they make wonderful, wonderful breakfast and lunch right on our little square. I live in a little town with a little town square. And the Empress number 3 is, well, let me just show you. Earth Force. This beautiful taking pleasure in the now moment, in this earth experience. That's the Empress. And I always laugh at this card because it doesn't look like she has pants on. Like, I'm so in the flow of this earth experience. I'm one with the waves. I'm one with the earth. Like, do you see how the earth is her cloak? And the waves, she's one with the earth. And the bounty, always this full cup. Even though it's fruit, it feels like she's holding a cup, right? She's so fruitful, but it's almost like a full cup. It's almost like it could be a wine glass. And somehow we're just not offended that she doesn't have pants on. You know, like, be one with the earth. Some people really get this Mother Nature vibe, this Gaia, Mother Earth vibe from this card and this image and these leaves, right? The leaves, let's see, we have 4 leaves, and the crown is also... Well, the crown, yeah, that's a pineapple. The top of a pineapple leaves for the crown. In the flow. In the flow, yo. Oh, that was so delicious. Moon Sister, I'm so glad you're here. I love you, Siobhan. This has been such amazing story, and we're just getting started. We're just getting started. So, from new beginnings and being free-spirited to the invitation from the earth, joy and pleasure, the pleasure of the earth realm, the earth force, all of the vibrations. There are so many high vibrations in this earth force. I also feel this amazing Virgo energy from this. This earth force energy, this Capricorn, Taurus, Capricorn in this beautiful life and death, and talk about new beginnings. That's that Virgo. This is so, Capricorn, excuse me, that's that Capricorn. Don't you see it? Let's move it over so we can dance in the light here. All my extra light orbs I have going on for us. Life force, earth force, new beginnings. The desert becoming water. Once what was drought and barren, the new beginnings, that is Capricorn energy. It's beautiful. I love that. I love that I just saw that. So, back to the Empress. Do you see this? In this green open portal of healing from the earth, do we see anything in this orb? I don't know if I see anything right now. Maybe when I rewatch it and look close. I keep feeling like I'm seeing animals, but I don't know. Excuse me. I'm going to get a quick soda drink. I have a peach soda water. I think that last hit of coffee was a little strong. Ooh, I love that we're seeing so much in this. I love that. Where are you seeing? Ireland? I'm going to love seeing even more comments about where this could be. There's an innate activation going on here for sure in this. I love this. Yes, there it is, the Starseed card. So what's interesting about the Star card is this is actually a major arcana as well from the old tarot. And I want to show you something. The Star card in the original tarot actually is talking about serenity. However, for me, the Star card in this Rainbow Bridge deck that I have, it means starseed. It means you are the star, you're light, you're the universe. And that is serenity, right? Knowing that you are a star, there's serenity in that. So I thought this was an amazing match. Isn't there this beautiful serenity when you reflect back that which you are, your light, your starlight? Do you see your reflection and that the physicalness of what you're creating here based on your starlight? This is interesting because this is really, this isn't like an open portal. it's like this is a dome, right? Like it's a sphere with a ring around it. It almost looks like a planet with a ring around it. So, if we're tuning in to this being a planet, maybe with a ring around it, and these being stars up here, right? And we're here on Earth creating this temple, this Earth existence. Maybe we are the temple, and the reflection before us. Yes, we are the temple. Yes, we are the temple, and the reflection before us is our starlight, or maybe the planet. Yes, the star planets. Do you see that? I don't know if I'm even using the right words to articulate that to you. Do you see that? It's interesting because this is this blue-green vibration, and many star seeds match this blue-green vibration, specifically this blue vibration, and this one's this purple-pink vibration. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it brings us to the lovers. The lovers. The star really does bring us to the lovers. The lovers is all about choice. The lovers is all about choice. It's the card of choice, the wanted path. Do you see that? The happily ever after, the physicality, the embodiment, the manifested life. And so isn't that what we're talking about here? The serenity of that. So if we were to tune into our starlight and the knowing of who we are, we create that serenity for ourselves here. So drawing on our starlight to create this wanted path of choice for ourselves. I love that. I just wanted to revisit this before we move on. I'm so glad that you're here live with me in the chat on Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch later, it's timeless. And so I'd love to hear from you in the comments even later. But I love that this card is activating and really pulling forward some innate knowing and remembrance. Here we are back at the lovers, and what's interesting is I wanted to pull forward this idea of the lovers being romance, because sometimes, again, I don't read cards. I tap into energy and higher self knowing, and I really channel this information. However, these images and words and messages are beautiful, and I love the innate activation and knowing that comes forward through the art and the words and just all the vibration. And again, all of these have been gifted to me, so I've never purchased any of these myself. It's amazing how they flowed right to me, and now they're all lining up in this perfect full circle moment and sweet story. And sometimes the lovers really do come forward with romance, and that most beautiful connection. And that means so much to so many different people. And I just love the color vibration of the color spectrum and the rainbow, and love and the frequency of what that means for all of us through choice, and what our path looks like for us, and the choice of that. The choice. It doesn't matter what it is, the choice that you have, but most importantly, the choice of love, loving yourself, loving others and loving who you love. I mean, you love who you love. You just love who you love. And some people love all. Some people love all. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how other people love. It matters how you love. Isn't love beautiful regardless? And I'm talking about all forms of love, right? All those relationships, all those. So this could be the choice for all the wanted relationships, being in love. Those loving relationships. And then opening the door to that special, special connection. And what that feels like for you. And the light, when the two of you can light each other up, there's this deep connection, this, I don't even know how to express it. It really comes from self-love. When you love yourself, and you know that you light your own candle. You complete yourself. You are your own flame. And when you can allow your own flame to be fully lit in this joy and happiness vibration, this enlightenment, this illumination for self, that is when it is just magical. There's all the layers. There's the friendship, the romance, the lovers, all of it, all of it, all of it. And you open yourself up to something new. There's for sure something in this. I see something in this for sure. You know what that almost looks like? Is that like a manger? It almost looks like a nativity scene. Does that look like a nativity scene to you? Oh my goodness, it looks like a nativity scene if I can get it without knocking over my camera. Do you see this right here? It almost looks like a nativity scene, even with a star. Isn't this so beautiful? I'm really entranced upon this. I'm really resonating with this. I love this. It's so beautiful. It's magical. And I think this is why so many people come in wanting love readings all the time. And really what it is opening this path of choice for ourselves through self-love. And that we complete ourselves. But when we love ourselves, oh my goodness, everything is magnetized to us. When you're in the frequency of joy and happiness and you're playing on planet Earth, that special person comes right to you because you're doing what you enjoy and they're doing what they enjoy. And it's just beautiful when it happens. And it becomes this moving towards the light moment together. You see? You're moving towards the light together. And there's a new bridge and a new path and a new way. And what's interesting is 32 equals 5, which is change. 5 equals change. So there's a change when you move towards the light. Do you see the path? The wanted? And sometimes I see a bridge over troubled waters. A new way. And that's what we have with our chariot. Oh my goodness, that's a crazy light orb there. The chariot, let's go. So for me, this chariot, which, let's see, Roman numeral 5 and 2 eyes, that's a 7, I believe. So here we are, full circle back to number 7 with our liberation card where we started. So let's tune into this vibration of the 7 and this liberation. And we even talked about the life path number 7, the seeker. And the seeker can really feel this way. Life path number 7 can really feel this way, but the life path number 7 can also feel like the hermit. And we're going to get to the hermit in just a little bit, and you're going to love this. So if you're feeling like the hermit right now, this is the vibration. Do you see all the momentum? Look at the pink momentum. The pink momentum. And here's another message. If you're really wanting this lovers, the pink, the lovers vibration, do you see the momentum of pink? Movement. So I see this as either travel or moving or yes now, and there's flow and movement or momentum. Or I also see that you're flying over the unwanted, the hardship, the peaks and the valleys. Yeah, flight, momentum. However, the original tarot really talks about the Chariot being willpower. And so I wanted to tune into this idea of the willpower and this well. So look at the movement. Look at the tail movement. Look at the power. I mean, seriously, look at the power in the water and the waves and the momentum of a whale. Think of that. When a whale, not that I've ever seen this in real life because I've never seen a whale in real life like this, but the momentum has got to be powerful of this tail on this whale and the willpower to push itself forward, right? So do you see that now? Now do we see it? Now do we see it? This willpower of pushing forward. However, I love that it's a feminine depiction. What does this feminine depiction remind us? It's an allowing. It's allowing the momentum. So if we're tuned into this allowing the momentum vibration and we're feeling through this allowing the momentum, really feeling this, then do you feel how it's already done? There's a doneness to it. There's a completedness to it. It's done. It's done. You're flying. You have momentum. It's done. So I feel like this vibration of this willpower is doneness, like what you've already done. Or maybe sometimes it could be this first splash, right? This first getting it going. Like sometimes the getting it started or getting started is the hardest part, right? So maybe the willpower is that the first plunge of the tail moving you forward into the flight, right? Into the inner calling. Into the inner calling. I'm really wanting to tune into the chat here. I love this. Yes. The Egypt and the pyramids and the flight over the pyramids and the chariot. Oh my goodness. You guys, look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm really tuning into this right now. Do you see that we have a seahorse chariot? Do you see there's a seahorse? That's a seahorse. What does a seahorse really remind you of? I get such Atlantean vibes from the seahorse. I don't know about you, but think about this. If there was ever a seahorse chariot, where would you find that? Probably Atlantis, right? Oh my goodness. 7, and you're bringing forward ancient Egypt pyramids. And I'm getting Atlantis vibes here with this seahorse chariot. And you know what else I'm thinking is, so Atlantis, oh my goodness, everybody, hold one moment. I just realized something. I need to go back. This is amazing. I just realized this. Okay. This is an ASMR video, and I know there's been a lot of background noises. I have a lot going on outside my front door recently, and they're literally pouring a new street. Like, they went all the way down to the dirt. It's been a lot. So if I waited for a perfect time to do this, it might never occur. So I just went for it. And so I apologize for any of the sounds or anything going on. But I just tuned into something here about Atlantis. And so thank you, chat, for bringing up. And I'm trying to stay calm in this ASMR style video because I'm really excited about the messages streaming through. So the chat brings forward Egypt, and then I look at the seahorse chariot, and I think Atlantis, right? And then it reminds me of the Eye of the Sahara Desert, and how I feel like the Eye of the Sahara is Atlantis. And do you see on the beginnings card, it's like a desert with water over it? So I feel like by us bringing forward Atlantis now in our present, we're able to go back and bring forward what Atlantis was with the water, returning the water to the Eye of the Sahara. And so I'm seeing here that there's a connection with Atlantis, and maybe these actually aren't pyramids. Maybe these are sand dunes, and maybe these are the mountains surrounding Atlantis. So there was a mountain range around Atlantis called Atlas, and it's really interesting because there was a real king in the history books of around the Eye of the Sahara and around the Sahara. There is a King Atlas, and there are mountains there in the Eye of the Sahara around it where I believe Atlantis is and was, and they're called the Atlas Mountains. And so I'm feeling like these are Atlas Mountains, and this is an Atlantis chariot, and it's all about new beginnings from an Atlantean perspective. Do you see that? So now I feel like I've shifted this card for myself, that maybe they are pyramids for some people with Egypt. Maybe this is Atlantis for some people, but maybe it is just flight for others. And again, maybe for some, it's just willpower. Either the willpower that it's already done and now you've got the momentum, or the willpower for the new beginning and beginning. Do you see? So many possibilities. But when you tune in, there should be a resonance for what it is for you. Wow. The willpower to begin the new beginning, or the willpower to allow yourself to go back to remembering, that opens the new beginning. You see? Amazing. Okay, everybody, I have to get up just really quickly and just check outside my front door and just make sure all is well. I just heard a lot of construction, so I just want to check. So I'm just going to take a 1-minute quick stroll to my front door and back, and I'll be right back. my goodness. An earthquake, a little earthquake. I apologize, everybody. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. You really just don't realize how challenging ASMR videos and content can be until you start creating it. And then when you listen to it back, you go, wow, I didn't even know all of those little sounds were occurring. So it sounds like they're finished out front, which is amazing. So we should have peace and quiet. And now we're just white noise of my computer and the air conditioning. Oh, and yeah, it's really hard for me to stay calm when some of you are here with me because I feel your vibration and your energy, and I get excited because of all the momentum and the flight. Okay, so inner calling. The Chariot can also mean this flight into the inner calling of you. So many people in the original tarot, they read the Chariot as opening to this inner calling. And I like to think about it, the Chariot, as this infinite potential. And so if we think about 4 and 1 equaling 5, 5 is change. Don't you see how the Chariot holds this vibration of change? This infinite potential? And what happens when we tune into this? The all-powerful magician, the one, the me, myself, and I vibration of tuning in to how powerful you are. The whole idea of Dolores Cannon when she expresses how you can become the master manipulator of matter, the quantum physics of it, creating. You're so powerful. You're more powerful than a quantum computer. The mind, body, spirit, the past, present, future. Tuning into being I am creator. Look at all the ones. And we talk about the 11 being the portal, the pillar, the ones being the pillar that you can walk through as the awakening. And we talk about also not only the me, myself, and I individual experience, but we talk about when 2 or more are gathered, how powerful we are. That's why I love doing these live. I love doing these live, and then I love premiering them on YouTube and being with people on YouTube watching for the first time. Because of that 11, when 2 or more are gathered. I mean, what happens when we all power up our infinite potential together? How many chariots are flying? Do you see? Like, how many chariots are flying when we all do this together? I mean, imagine everybody tuned in to being these powerful creators. It's the same. Do we see, even from the tarot, in this color frequency, this new high vibrational tarot even, it's the same as my angels of the oracle. I am creator is the magician. You are the magician. You are the creator of your life. And you can do that through your individual me, myself, and I. And then you can connect as the web of light, and we become powerful manifestors together. And many of us manifest for one another. I manifest for all of you all the time. I individually picture all of you doing this. I actually set the intention that when you think of me, that you're zapped with being the powerful creator of your life. That is my intention for you, is that you are the powerful creator of your life, because from there, everything is sweet. Inspiration. I mean, what better word for being the magician and the powerful creator of your life in this earth realm? right now, manifesting, being the replicator of the wanted, tuning in and tapping in to all the psychic abilities. That's so inspiring. What does the word inspiration mean? Well, the Latin root, when we feel through it, the Latin root for inspire is to breathe. To breathe. Inspire, inspiration, to breathe. That's me. I feel like my name is breath. My name should be breath. My name should be inspire, to breathe, to breathe, to breathe. Do you see how inspiration and breath and breathing is being the magician, a powerful creator? It's through your breath that you're inspired. Wim Hof knows this. Tuning into your breath, allowing yourself to be inspired in this physical time and space. Let's check out this orb. I feel like it's just a mirror reflection of Earth. Doesn't that look like Earth? It looks like Earth inside of a portal, right? Like a mirror, it's like a frame with a mirror and then Earth inside of it. Or maybe, I don't know, the rings of Atlantis, maybe? I don't know. Wait, maybe this is our Earth right now, and maybe this was the Earth during the Atlantis time, and the invitation is to be inspired by the vibration when we were here during Atlantis and Lemurian times, the higher vibrational. Do you see that? So maybe Archangel Gabriel of water from the west is bringing forward this vibration for us to be inspired and to breathe the inspiration from Atlantis and the vibration that was. And even to learn from the fall of Atlantis, right? That's really spectacular. And you know what else I'm loving about this? Is that I talked about when we all tune into being the powerful magicians and we become this web of light. Do you see the web of light, all the stars? Do you see how we can create this new inspired Earth as the web of light, as we're raising the vibration of for ourselves and for the Earth, for our solar system, for the galaxy? I really want to tune in and tap into this card. I'm going to tap on it. Metatron. I love Metatron so much. Oh, Metatron is this gold living light. And I always feel like I'm surrounded by a gold. Actually, look. Oh my goodness. I just noticed. Okay, I'm going to stay calm. Do you see this? This is what Metatron looks like to me. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm just now seeing this. How am I just now seeing this? You guys, this gold, do you see how it looks like gold lace with diamonds in it? This is what Metatron's orb looks like to me. So I always feel these orbs of living light, moving lace with like diamonds, and this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Oh my goodness. And Metatron is the highest light archangel, comes from the sun. So doesn't that look like the sun almost? And comes in the top of our head. Oh my goodness. I just now noticed that. That's so amazing. Okay, so here we are, Metatron. And that is the vibration of Metatron for me. I'm going to tap on this card for us while we look at Metatron and miracles. And if you've been joining me live or in our Discord community, I've been talking about this word divine, meaning beginning and end. And we label everything as divine. And I'm wondering, are we really saying beginning and end to these things that we're saying divine? Or are we really saying that they're miracles? If you look up the definition of miracles and miraculous, it's beautiful. And I'm wondering if maybe we can replace the word divine with miracles or miraculous. And I love so much that this is the Metatron card with this beautiful word and life and this baby. And it's interesting because if Ryan is still here, R-A, if Ryan's still here in our Twitch live stream chat, he so beautifully shared when we were discussing the word divine, a new perspective that I actually had never even considered. And I love it. And so it brings this message that Ryan shared in one of our lives full circle. And I want to share it with you all now. And it's coming through this vibration of Metatron and this gold life force energy. And the message from Ryan is this: what if divine, meaning beginning and end, if we were to take it away from religious terminology and vocabulary, and we're sinking into the truth of it being the beginning and the end, divine beginning and the end. And if we're at a place and space where we're saying the universe doesn't have a beginning or an end, we don't have a beginning or an end, we are limitless, we are infinite, right? Then where's the beginning and the end? Where's that divine? And Ryan so beautifully gleamed light and knowing on death here in the earth realm being the end of this life, opening to the beginning of the rebirth, right? So life and death in the physical reality. So some of the dimensions, like the one that we're in with physical reality, where there's death and then life, the cycle, that the divine could be this beautiful divine occurrence of leaving the physicality here and returning back to spirit, opening the door for the miracle of life again, manifesting ourselves again, and that being divine. And I love that. And so I'm currently opening my mind to this new definition and this new higher perspective of the word divine. And I'm just so grateful and thankful for this time of connection where we all are expanding. So I am open to this divine being, this divineness that we are as we move in and out of physical time and space and back oneness with our spirit. And isn't this just gorgeous? So this miracles, wow. It really activated me and opened me. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And here's what I really think about this card. This image, this activator. Think about you being this greatest manifestation in this physical form, right? This baby. But let's think about you being the brightest star in the universe, your starlight. I mean, how gorgeous is that star? I talk about the diamond white light of your heart, right? I mean, do you see this? This is the diamond white light of your heart. You are the miracle. You are so miraculous. Yes, you're a manifestation, but you're miraculous. You're miraculous. It all is. Life is miraculous. And I love the definition of light. The definition of light is life. So beautiful. So beautiful. Intention. Intention, 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 intention. Intention, intention, intention. Intention and awareness, those are just everything, right? So do you see how the angels of the Oracle and angels of Atlantis agree? Agree, agree, agree. Yes. So do you see the synchronicity? The positive intention, the 1 and the 4 equals the 5. What did we just have with the 5? Okay, I'm going to go back because I really want to get back to that 5. There was a 5. There was a 5. Let's get to the change. Oh. Well, it just wants to stay knocked over. We're just going to let it stay there. Oh, I found it. I found it. Here it is. Here it is. So if we look at the mirror numbers, the 41 and the 14, do you see how the positive intention leads to the infinite potential? The 5, the change. It starts with the positive intention and it leads to the infinite potential. The change from within is through the intention. Sandalphon is the archangel of the earth realm. And I love, once again, it's this sandy beach, the sand, the shifting sands. Sometimes you feel the shift right under your feet in this earth realm. And when you really take that moment to be present in your intention and let it be known. Let it be known. What's your intention? What's the want? What are the wanted desires of your heart? And tuning into the earth realm for the manifestation here. The embodiment, the physicality of it. It's so real. Do you see the same vibration in the colors? It's almost the same. And what's interesting is I talked about this vibration of Metatron. It looks like this for me. And I talked about, see, it's the same. And we talked about Metatron coming from the highest light, from the sun, being the gold life force energy. And I'm going to get to our card. I put it somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So when you tune into Metatron from the top and Sandalphon from the bottom. So Metatron is coming from the highest light above, this gold lightning from the top, and the Sandalphon is supporting on the earth realm. So archangels supporting you from above and below. So these two archangels are supporting you both from the highest light from above, the sun, the universe, highest self, creation, source energy. And Sandalphon is really supporting you here in the earth realm to manifest. And do you see that their vibration is both in this I am creator? Isn't that beautiful? So you have the healing hands here in the earth realm, and then you have the flight of the angels. Oh, wow. Do you see how it's all coming together? Absolutely beautiful. And these are incredibly self-activating. Blessings. Benediction. It's the same. The benediction is the receiving of the blessings. It's interesting because many people in services or ritual will do a benediction, right? The receiving of the blessings. So do you see the invitation, the physical receiving through your body? I talk about our hands are so powerful. Our hands. It's incredible that more people aren't talking about these PowerPoints in our hands and how healing our hands are. And then look at this, the 3 arms and the hands. And look at this power of really pulling in this Metatron sun energy. You see the Metatron sun energy and the sandal frond from the earth energy. This is what we do all the time. We're anchoring into the highest light into the heart space. Embodiment, the physicalness. Do you see? It's the same. It's the same. Embodiment of the blessings, the receiving of the blessings now in this physical time and space, and even the blessings from beyond. Yes, that's why we match vibration. And it's also the 1. You're a life path 1, and I'm a 1, 10, and 11. So do you see that? We have the yes now, I am, creator, 1 energy. That's what a life path 1 is. I am that I am is the 1. You are the 1. You are the 1. This is why you love it so much. You're the yes now. The 1 life path, the 10 life path, the 11 is all about yes now, the highest potential. And what's interesting is the life path number 11, a master 11, they already know that the blessings are real and they already hold that power. Here we are, 7 again. 7. We started with the 7, the liberation, and here we are. Back to our 7, the harmony of you. We started with the liberation. The harmony of you leads to that liberation. The liberation is through the harmony. What is the harmony? It's the meditation. It's the listening. It's the receiving. Prayer is asking. Meditation is receiving. I feel like there's something in this. I feel like it's a sun or something, but I feel like there might be something in there. A spider or a crab or a... I don't know. Meditation. And I love that the aura here is this purple, this like orange purple, this purple aura. Many of you really tune into this vibration of purple as you meditate. It starts as this blue and green, and many of you vibrate towards this purple and yellow. So this purple and yellow is so perfect. Opening to the harmony of you through the meditation. And it's a feminine depiction here because you allow yourself to receive. It's all about quieting the mind to just receive, to just let it go and be in harmony with that alignment, the attunement of you. It's about tuning in and tapping in through meditation. And you don't have to make a to-do over it. You really don't. Meditation, it's interesting. For some reason, I just put this one to the side instead of putting it over here in our stack. And inner calling. Look, inner calling is 2, right? And the 11 equals 2. So being the creator, being a powerful creator is our inner calling. Do you see that? The 11 is also the 2. And do you see how when we open to our inner calling, we flow and it's easy? Opening to the flow and allowing it to flow into the physical. This is what happens when you tune in to the meditation and the harmony of you. And then you open to the receptivity and you can really feel. And so 3 and 1 equals to 4. And 4 is foundation and transformation. So here we go again, right? Here we go. So now we have receptivity. This is what we're doing here. Again, we have the sun, this life force energy, right? Do you see how it's the same with the meditation and Metatron, allowing it in? Tuning into your higher self. It's a feminine depiction, allowing this receptivity that comes through the harmony and the meditation. And this is what we're doing. This is what I do. I'm just super receptive. So I'm this open channel for enlightenment using intuition. So the High Priestess, the number 2 in the tarot deck. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Inner calling number 2. 11 equals to 2. I am creator. 2 in the tarot deck, the High Priestess, is all about intuition, which is receptivity. Receptivity equal to 4, remember? So part of your intuition is this receptivity. So when you tune into your intuition, do you see how 11, even though that's the 2, actually Roman numeral, do you see? It's a Roman numeral, but if we were to be literal, it looks like 1111. The High Priestess is really the powerful creator, because the High Priestess is tuned into the inner calling, and the High Priestess is tuning into receptivity, because the High Priestess is in harmony. So the High Priestess is intuition, and here we are, intuition. Intuition also looks a lot like meditation. Look at all the power points of the body. Look at all the color and the energy points in the body. And this reminds me of one of the other cards, actually. So we can for sure see the meditation in there. Oh, I remember. There it is. I found it. I'm sorry if I knocked into the microphone. I actually kind of thought a little bit about the serenity part down here being this purple, pink. And then I also was thinking about I am presence. All that royal, the purple and the gold. So I was really thinking about this. Do you see how they go together? Like, the intuition can sit on the throne of the I am presence. Do you see that? So intuition is about I am present. It's about being present. And when you're present, the reflection and everything is this serenity. Do you see that? When we follow the purple and the vibration. And then let's get back to our high priestess and just look real quick at the color vibration there. Because look at the synchronicity. Do we see? It's like she's sitting on this throne, and do you see the purple vibration from the bottom? There's purple. There's purple in there. Do you see? So it's as though the high priestess is the intuition and the I am presence. Do you see that? So it's in the present moment, I am present, tapping into your intuition, that you become the high priestess. And application, it really lined up with wisdom. Applying all of the infinite knowledge and wisdom. And learning. There's that divine word with intelligence. Do you see the books? And what's interesting is 23, that's our 5 again. Change. So maybe the change is through learning, but maybe it's learning through intelligence and the divine. If we were to look at the new definition of divine that was brought forward through our chat from R.A. Ryan, if we were to think of what is the intelligence that can be learned from the returning to our higher selves, our spirit, and then coming back. Do you see where we're going here? If we're going to take divine for what our new definition is here, which is returning back to spirit as we manifest between lifetimes and physical realities. If we can draw on that knowledge, this intelligence, and learn this new way, this new path in the physical, opening ourselves to this higher self intelligence, and learning this new higher self intelligence way and path to the light in this physical realm, and writing that new book, or maybe tuning in and tapping into the past and the future versions of ourselves to change in the now moment. There's so many perspectives on that, right? And look at this. Here we go. And my air conditioning just popped off. So now we have some quietness. Whew. I know that I tuned into the Life Path 7 and the Seeker. And many Life Path 7s can also feel like the Hermit. Many of you also can feel like you're being drowned out, or you're alone or lonely. This idea of this life-sucking energy, like you feel like life's being sucked out of you, or depression or oppression, like you're being oppressed. Maybe it's an illusion of feeling stuck. Or maybe it's this moon energy of diving deep into the shadows, diving below the surface. maybe it's not an illusion, it's an opportunity to tune into your truth. Maybe it's quietness, maybe it's the me, myself, and I moment where you can tune into the truth and the power. And we talk about the 1 and the 3 equals 4 in the foundation. So it's a transformation. A transformation in the quietness, in the me, myself, and I, in that moment of maybe being an island. As you awaken and portal through the window, or shatter the illusion, opening to the truth, into your heart, anchoring, grounding in your truth. Your foundation is your truth. Your foundation is your truth. Your foundation is your truth. I can't say that enough. And maybe the hermit isn't you being stuck or alone at all. Maybe it's this grand retreat. Maybe you're retreating. Have you ever thought of that? Maybe you're not alone at all. No, maybe you're not alone. Maybe this is just a moment of retreating. This moment of tuning in to your truth. So sometimes this hermit mode is temporary, and it's for a season, whether it's an illusion or it's this retreat moment for you to tune into your truth. So really, it's interesting. It comes back to the moon. When you feel this moment, this feeling, I don't even have to describe this feeling. You know this feeling. I think we all know this feeling. It's unwanted, but sometimes it's the opportunity to dive deep into the shadows or into the illumination, the hot mess of it, the cray-cray of it all, right? And to retreat. How magical does that look? Yes, now. I would happily go retreat there. And again, look at that. That is Egypt, right? Retreat into the knowledge. Retreat into the remembering. Retreat. Look at all the star and the star knowing. Retreat into your knowing. Retreat into the awakening. Retreat into the knowledge. Retreat into it all. You know, no matter how crazy it is, if it resonates with you, follow that vibration. Retreat into what feels good. So maybe this is just your grand opportunity to retreat, and it leads to that empathy of healing. So Archangel Raphael is the green flame from the east, the healing flame from the east with the rising sun. So those of you that love yoga as much as I do, and you do that sun salutation in the morning to the east, that's Archangel Raphael and the green flame as well. So allowing, maybe when you feel this hermit mode, for this green portal to open, and you can tune into this lotus, the earth, air, water, the healing vibrations of the earth. My dog is snoring. And when you can heal and tune in, it's amazing how your cup is full, and instead of being stuck, you're free and you're just swimming in the universe, in this planet, free to be. Do you see the frequency and the color vibration? It's the same, but the energy is so different. And again, it's a choice, allowing your cup to be full, enjoying this earth realm, swimming in it all, the wanted, the unwanted. For me, these are the depictions of the unwanted, the systems of the earth, the people pleasing, the fake versions of you, trying to please everybody, just feeling like the puppet or hanged, suspended maybe, stuck. The invitation to go higher, up and out of the systems, the higher perspective. Is it that surrender moment? Maybe it's surrender, because surrender means so much to so many of us, right? I love the heart space illuminated, because surrender does take the heart. Surrender is a powerful, powerful action. It's so powerful, the surrender. The surrender. Is that a dragon? I see a dragon. Is that a dragon? That is so I'm about to get super hyped right now and raise my voice, and those people enjoying ASMR are going to be like, you're way too loud. So I'm really trying to relax, but I'm telling you, my inner child is screaming inside, not using this inside voice right now. My inner child is not using the whisper voice right now. I'm freaking out right now. That's a dragon breathing fire. Do you see that? That is a dragon breathing fire. Oh my gosh. That's a dragon breathing fire. Okay, when I whisper, it's really my inner child screaming. Look at the light orb wrapping around it. Look how that light just changed. How cool is that? That's a dragon. Surrender. Dragon. Oh my gosh. I love this. My dog is hilarious. I'm so glad y'all see the dragon too. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Okay. If you're in our Discord community, I'm going to take an up-close picture of this card and I'll put it on Discord for you, because this is truly amazing. This whole idea of surrendering and allowing your dragon to be there. I mean, I am so inspired right now. I love this. So something really happened for me big in July, where I had a dragon come up out of the ground for me, and the wingspan were miles, and it stretched between states. Really amazing. I saw it as like a holographic vision. I was needing protection from something in that moment, and I surrendered just like this card, and the dragon came up out of the ground, and dragons had been so synchronistic. And I realized they were everywhere, this dragon energy, and so many of us have been feeling it. And I feel like there's this invitation to surrender to the guidance and the protection. That's really powerful for me. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to put that one to the side for us, and I'll take a picture of that. Trust, trust, trust. I love the word trust. Trust kind of means everything, doesn't it, in the physical? I mean, think about relationships. I mean, really, isn't trust a pillar to a relationship? I mean, think about when we're kids and we're empathic as kids, and we're so focused on the threat and who we can trust. And so as children that are empathic, we're like, wondering, can we trust this person? Can we trust? So then what happens? We don't trust. We have trust issues. And then we magnetize and manifest those unwanted relationships. So if we could shift out of what we felt like as kids and allow our inner child to be healed and to open up to trusting ourselves first. And then we can start to trust other humans. And as we connect into our higher self, and we know that we are source energy, and we can feel that oneness between us, then we can tune into being the web of light that we are, where our starlight and our light is fully lit, and we tune into other fully lit stars, and we become this beautiful web of light, and we can trust that. And it's beautiful. And we can also trust our inner navigational system. So when things become chaotic or confusing, we go, oh, red alert, red alert. How do I feel about this? How do I feel? How do I feel? And I love that it's almost like this Mount Everest moment on the trust. So even within this earth realm, are we trusting that even in the winter, if winter is coming, we will have enough? There will be bounty and harvest. Even in the cold, even in the winter, or those peak moments, those summit moments, if you're like me and heights are a little terrifying. Whew, right? Whew. This orb is just, it's an orb. I mean, it really is an orb. It seems like a glowing orb. It's so it's really how I see the orbs during the day. I see a lot of white orbs and orbs during this daylight. And I've had many of them on camera. And also metallic boxes. Merkabas. Looks like that to me. Death. Death. The end of the road. No more. The unwanted. And as this is staring back at me, maybe it's the end of the systems of the earth for you, and it's time to go to the wanted. I also love the eyes here. The eyes. Like you could go through the eyes and see a whole new perspective. Look at the reflection. Look at the reflection. Oh my goodness, do you see the reflection? Look, it's 2 skulls. Oh my goodness. I'm such a nerd. Look, it's 2. Wow. But like there's new perspective through the end of the road. You see that? And when one path or road ends, you can open the door on the fulfillment. And it's 6. And I've also been talking about the number 6 a lot lately. The number 6 is all about nurturing. Nurturing. It's the nurturer. The 6. That ultimate mother, the wanted, the dream mom. Yes, I love that you can cast it. I love casting things to my TV. And that's why I love Twitch. And I also love YouTube because I watch them on my TV. So I'm so glad. Yes. And also you can get Twitch on your TV, just like Netflix and Hulu and YouTube. So you can get Twitch as an app on your TV. And you can watch it straight from Twitch on your TV as well. I really think that Twitch is opening up this door of fulfillment for streamers and people like me. So when the door closed a few years ago with the shutdown across the world, Twitch and Discord opened the door for communities and creators like me to stream. So Twitch and Discord started with gamers, and I love that because talk about opening the door to fulfillment, gaming and playing, the vibration of fun and happiness and joy. In our family, we love games of all kinds. And I think that that opens the door for us. And so I see that Twitch and Discord and gaming open the door for this future of streaming here and the community on Discord. And I love that gamers and the vibration of fun and gaming have opened that door for all of us. And so I open the door for myself. And I agree. I love the high qualityness of Twitch and being able to stream like this. is an amazing opportunity. And then being able to have it as a replay and being able to post it on YouTube and even playing it as a premiere with all of you chatting in the comments on YouTube, that's fulfillment. That's fulfilling because we can connect. And that is the vibration of the 6 and the nurturing and the community and the communion of it. And when you can open the door to the yes for you and for others here and there, do you see that that is moving into the vibration of ecstasy? Is that the same dragon? That's the same dragon. Oh my goodness. Look, they used the same image. It is the same image. They just turned it. It's the same image. They just turned it. Okay, so when that happens, what do we see? Is there ecstasy in surrender? Oh my goodness. Look. Look at the arms. Look at the arms. Look at the arms. Ecstasy and surrender is bringing forth the same dragon and the same open arms. Wow. And it's all about, I was wondering if we could see an image in that too that was similar. It's about our evolution. This is really the vibration of the dragon, isn't it? It's almost like those dragons look just like this. That's amazing. Surrender to the evolution, the ecstasy of the evolution. Surrender to the ecstasy of the evolution. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. Temperance. This is from the original tarot. However, this one is also from my high vibrational rainbow bridge, Mystic Monday. And temperance is actually Sagittarius, and I'm a Sagittarius sun. And it's all about this flow, right? And balance as I knock everything over. So, this temperance is balance. You see that? And I love that the color vibration even lines up. Isn't this amazing how all of these are lining up and giving us even more? The balance and flow of you, Archangel Gabriel of the water. And we talk about energy flows and feels a lot like water. The balance and flow of you. Patience, not one of my favorite words. Archangel Michael, I love him. I love the him, her vibration. My middle name is Michelle, and many of you that know me, my husband's name is Michael. My son's middle name is Michael. Michael is incredibly synchronistic for me. And we have our pyramids. And I also see the 1 and the 0, the 1 of the light shooting out into the orb. That seems like the 1 and the 0 of the matrix for me. And I feel like this card, this artwork, this image, this vibration, Archangel Michael, it's an invitation to rest in the knowing that all will be illuminated and all will come forward, all the ones and zeros of the matrix, the past, present, and future, that the illumination will occur and that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And maybe patience isn't waiting. Maybe. I'm feeling through that one right now. Patience and waiting, not my temperance and not my flow. And it's interesting because I'm Sagittarius sun, so inner peace is my flow. So that's where I'm anchored right now, is in the flow of my inner peace. And when we open the door to our inner peace, we are opening the door to our inner child, the 22, the master builder, which equals the 4 of the foundation that we've been speaking of. So many, the transformation to the foundation is allowing the inner child to come forward. The feminine depiction is the allowing your inner child, not the forcing, the making, right? The allowing your inner child. Your inner child is in your belly. What does your gut say? What does your gut say? Following the gut instinct into the higher thought. So as we shift up and out, it's almost as though we're stepping up the stairs, right? And here we are, the 1 and 0, the 10 of it, the 1 and 0, the 1 and 0 of the higher thought. So if we allow ourselves to go back to the 1 and 0 of the patience that I'm always challenged with. Whew. However, I am evolving out of that challenge currently into the doneness of the 1 and 0 of the higher thought, right? So if we have the 1 and 0 up here and then the 10 on the higher thought. So what is patience maybe? Maybe patience is the higher thought. Maybe if I were to go higher with my thought, I wouldn't require the patience. And tuning into our light. I love how the higher thought is 10 and the light is 20. So the higher thought takes us to the light. The 10, the 20. So the higher thought into the light. Into the awakening. The diamond white light of your heart. Look at the hands, how supported and healing. And the lotus again. The lotus has come forward for us many times. The Raphael card, the green healing flame of Raphael, the empathy card came forward with the lotus. So the invitation of the empathy as you are awakening to self. The healing as you awaken. The ascension of you. Look at the stairs. The higher thought into the ascension. Here we are at our 4 and our 3 again, back to our 7 where we began with the liberation to the ascension. And when we allow ourselves to go back to the inner peace, do you see how the inner peace is the gateway, the doorway to the ascension? To the freedom. Your inner peace is the gateway to the ascension, to the freedom. I definitely see something there. Wow, that looks beautiful. The freedom, the fun, the movement. Don't you see the fun and the movement within the freedom? when you become the freedom and shine like the sun, what is the sun? It's this point of gratitude, right? When you raise your waves, they shine onto everyone through gratitude. And what happens? What happens when you become the sun that you are? Whoa! What happens when you become the sun that you are and you shine onto everyone? Your gratitude, it shifts your world perspective. Do you see that? When you become the sun and shine onto everyone, your worldview becomes gratitude. Everything is bounty. Everything is love. Your worldview shifts to a higher frequency and a higher light. So I'm just going to tap into this gratitude as we are looking at this one popped up for me today as a reminder that all the blood, sweat, and tears and all the hard work has been done. And you have planted the seeds, and there's a harvest. There's a harvest. But this is the invitation to know that all that you've done, all of it is for something. All of it. And when you tune in and tap into your creativity, and we just went from the 7 to the 8 to the infinity of it. So we talked about the 7 as the seeker and the 8 as the infinity and the completeness and the creative flow that you are. Allowing that. It's feminine depictions because we allow it. Allowing ourselves to take hold of the power, the abundance, all of it, the supportedness, the resources, the physicality, the embodiment of it. Yes. The holding it, the manifestation of it, of you. And for many of us, it is the actual energy within our hands, the healing hands, the wellness, well-being, abundance, money energy, all of it, all the energy, tapping into all the energy. Yes, now. Show me how good it gets. Taking back that magic, the magic that you are. This is the rainbow bridge, the keeper of life. This is what I am. I am the wand, the magic wand, the bridge, the portal, the color, the frequency. And you are too. You are all the colors. You are the magic. And do you see how the grip here compared to here? Like this is holding on, taken back, the grasp. Do you feel that? The grasp, like really grasping it. It's this light touch, right? This light touch. This tuning in. Like the knobs on the old AM, FM radios or the old TVs where you just tune in. Do you see? Holding your power. Yes. Fine-tuning the magic. Yes. Here we are at our 4. Our 4. The 4 of magic. The 4 of magic. Allowing your magic to build the new foundation. The new magic foundation of you through the 4. Growing. Here we are at our 8 again, the 17 into the 8. Growing into the light, into the knowing, into your bloom, into your color. Opening to I am beautiful. We have the 3 and the 7 together in the I am beautiful. Bringing together the 10, the 1, and the 0 of it all. Opening to being beautiful. It's a feminine depiction because you're allowing this earth realm to open to you. The healing hands, the bounty, the flow to you. Everything just being given to you. You are beautiful. You're worthy. You're enough. You've always been. Allowing that in. Allowing it in. Because you're never alone. Never alone. Here's our 3 again. 12 equals completion and perfection. How perfect, how complete that you're never alone. You hold your light, all those layers of you, all the guides, the soul family, the health and wealth of you through the movement and the flow, all the light, all the flow, all the movement, all the time. 9 actually is very significant in many cultures and religions and hidden knowledge. The 9, it also brings in the 3s, the 3, 6, 9, leading to the 12 of the completion and the perfection. Movement is the abundance. So you are the abundance. And I love this. So we have the angels of Atlantis and the oracles of the angels. The flow of you is the abundance. Your health is the abundance. Your well-being, your wellness, that's the abundance. The movement and the flow of the universe is the abundance. The color spectrum of light is the abundance. We talk about this rainbow being love. Well, isn't love abundance? Yes, the abundance of all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it. That is the opportunity. You are the opportunity, bringing us to the 21, back to the 3 again, back to the 3. What is the security? What is the security? What is it? It's the opportunity of you. It's the opportunity of the earth, air, water, fire, you, all the layers. It's the opportunity. Allowing it in. Allowing it into your earth experience. Lighting up your Merkaba, your orb, your light body. The in and out flow of you. That's the security. Is you, the opportunity of you. And it's also the 3, 6, 9, 12 source of life is the security. The source of life. Allowing that to flow in. Here's our yellow and purple again. Our yellow and purple through the bird. Our yellow and purple with our 3 and our 6. The 3 coming forward, the 6 again. The 6 is the nurturing. And here's our 3 with the energy. With our 0 that magnifies. Think about zeros in your bank account. Turning your $1 to $10, your 10 to 100, your 100 to 1,000, all the way up to $1 million. The energy of all of it, the energy of money, the energy of zeros in your bank account, the energy of the crystalline core, the mushroom kingdom, all of the light body energy in and through the column of light that you are, the water, the earth, the air, all of it, the fire, all the energy. Tapping into that power of you, your inner child, the belly, the 8, the infinity, the infiniteness of you, tuning in, tapping into your power, allowing your inner child to come out, When the gut says yes or no, that's the yes or no. You don't need a pendulum. You don't need a pendulum at all. Your gut will tell you yes or no. What's the first yes or no that you can tap into? Tapping into the yes or the no right off. And then listening to the angel whispers, 8, 9, 10, the 1 and 0. What's interesting is the 8s, the 8, the infinity of it, and then the 2, the building of it. The 1 and 0 of the 10, allowing the masculine inner child to tune into the power, taking it back, allowing the feminine to receive the whispers, opening heaven's door to our 27, lighting your light body, all the layers of you, tuning into all the light orbs, opening heaven door to the spirit realm where you can hear so clearly, tuning in, tapping in, and now here a door to the infinite, the 1 and 6, back to the 7 again, back to the 7, the seeker, opening the door to the infinite. Do you see all the movement and motion upward? Bam, there it is. We are in the center of the orb. This absolute, in the flow, in the beginning, in the circle, the wellness, the well-being, the abundance, the money energy, all of it, the technology, the now of it all. This is the new beginning. This is the new reality. The wanted. Many of you know I love this. This is the James Bond 007, whether you're a man or a woman or none of the above, whatever your vibration is with your gender, it doesn't matter. This is a vibration of masculine and feminine, the in and out flow. The masculine is the doing, the feminine is the receiving. So this is all of us. This is you. And the doing is done. 007, James Bond, has all that he needs, has all the technology, all the resources, all of it. It's amazing how 007 can be on the brink of disaster and bam, he always has a way out, right? And there's always a martini, shaken, not stirred, awaiting the pleasure, the bliss, the yes now, the always having it all, always being on time, always saving the damsel in distress, right? And the feminine version of that is birthing the wanted life. So whether you're in the already doneness of it or you're in the manifestating of it, this is the tangible wantedness of all of it, the human experience, the wellness, the well-being, the abundance, the money energy, the lifestyle. It's the wanted lifestyle that brings us to the 33, the success. The 33, the success, the water flow of the yes now of it, because you've birthed forward the yes. It's a success. It's a yes now. It's a waterfall of everything into the physical. Our 33 vibration, the 6th, the nourishing, the nourishment, and the nurturing. And if you're not feeling the success, it's about letting it go. It's just letting it go. And the letting it go is the cleanse from the vibration of Archangel Raphael and the green. The cleansing from letting it go, leading to the transformation. The transformation, the butterflies, the flight. Do you see that the 38 transformation equals to 11? It's again this invitation through the ones, the pillars of the ones, portaling through the transformation to the new wanted. And there's a cleanse. There's a letting go. Cleansing and letting go. Do you see how the 4 and 2 equals 6, which is this nurturing, nourishment? It's not a detox. It's a letting go. It's a letting go. It's actually a natural transformation. It's a flight. It's like a cocoon moment. You don't force it. It's a feminine because you allow yourself to transform out of the lack, limitation, the unwanted, the desert, into the light and the flight and the wanted. So for many, it is a release. And here we are at our 5, the change and letting the release. Releasing from the heart, opening the heart space. It's a masculine depiction because this is a doing, it's an action. The transformation is an allowing, the release is a doing, it's an action. Do you see? Do you feel the difference? The 5, the 11, the invitation to allow, the invitation for the change, and it leads us to this transmutation from Archangel Michael. Doesn't that look like a hand? Doesn't that look like a hand? It's almost as though this hand, and it's saying, clear, delete, transmute across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Clear, delete, transmute across all time, space, dimension, and reality. You feel that? And then if you look at Ra's hands. Do you see Ra's hands? It's like a human hand, and then you have Ra's hands. And there's like this trifecta of 3 hands, transmutation. Past, present, future. Time, space, dimensions. Mental, physical, spirit. Mind, body, spirit. Emotional, mental, physical. And so really it's an invitation. It's such an invitation. 8, infinity invitation into the present moment, past, present, future. It's an initiation. The invitation is the initiation. You see that? Up the stairs again. Up the stairs again. And so for many of you, the old tarot ways say that it's a tower moment, that you think everything's crashing around you, and it's not a tower moment at all. It's a shift. It's an invitation to the initiation. Do you see that? So some of you, it's this transformation, then it's this initiation. And once you realize that there's no more tower moments, that it's all a shifting moment. And see, the towers aren't falling. The towers are the same they've always been. They're always going to be there. They haven't changed. They're the same. You are the one shifting up and out of the top. Do you see that? You're shifting up and out with the power. So this tower moment is not. It doesn't exist anymore. The energy has shifted. It shifted in 2012 and now 2022, especially since September 1st, 2022, a new cycle of energy. So there's no more tower. It's the shift, and you're shifting up and out. And that's actually the initiation to the enchantment. The enchantment of you, the awakening of you, the enchantment. So these 2 cards are actually my vibration. The Rainbow Bridge initiation is the enchantment. I am the rainbow bridge. I am the unicorn. Enchantment with this new initiation. I'm so glad you're here, Chrissy. Welcome. Chrissy's here as we're talking about enchantment and initiation. To believe. The invitation is to believe. You're not out to sea alone. Look at the hands holding you. Or maybe this is the invitation to get out of the boat. So I want to tap into this believing for you as we talk about faith. Faith. Maybe it's not about having faith anymore. Maybe it's about actually believing, and moving out of the faith into the belief. It's okay, Chrissy. I'm going to have this as a replay on Twitch, and then I'm going to put it up on YouTube, and we'll premiere it so we can watch it from the beginning again together. I'm so glad you're here live in the chat. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, I would love to hear from you in the comments. This has been amazing. Okay, so, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, everybody. Let's move on into believing in our dreams. So when we have the faith, right, and we can move into believing, right? Believing, then we can really start believing in our dreams. 44, the 8 of the infinity. 44. Again, it's like double foundation, and many of you know that 444 is actually master teacher angel number. So this whole 4, we've been talking about foundation and transformation. Believing in your dreams. This is why I love all of the Twitch and YouTube ASMR content, which I don't know how ASMR this content is. Oh my goodness. Dreams. I love tucking you into sleep at night. I love this. I love creating meditation and sleep time content, because your dreams, that is such the initiation where you're remembering. It's such an invitation to believe in the dreams as you remember you. Look at this, all the layers of you, the astral planes, the dream time, your dreams holding messages as you awaken to who you are. Oh my goodness, how dreamy. Dream weaver, weaving all your dreams together as you pull on the threads, remembering and awakening to who you are. And maybe these reoccurring dreams mean something. I realized that my reoccurring dreams of floods and ocean water crashing over concrete was actually Atlantis. So what messages are your dreams holding that you can tune in and tap into that allow you to open to this higher consciousness, the one that you are, the higher consciousness of you, opening to your higher self, all those layers of you here and there. It's a feminine depiction again, because we're allowing ourselves to open to the higher consciousness of who we are. And it all starts with this initiation and believing in those dreams and opening to the possibilities. And really, strength is needed and required, which is our 40, the 4 with the 0, and again our zeros magnify, so it's a powerful foundation of strength, this higher consciousness is. And what's interesting is that in the oracle of the angels, it's the artwork, and like I explained, this is the living light technology, the higher light, source energy creation, your higher self. You are the sword, tuning in and tapping into the inner child, the heart's desires, the highest light from below the crystalline core of the earth, where the knowledge and the vibration is. And that is your strength. And I talk a lot about strength is also courage, right? So we have courage and we have strength. So our Atlantean cards have the word courage, And our new high vibe Rainbow Bridge Mystic Monday tarot card has strength with the number 8, infinity, right? The flow of the 8 of you, the strength of you. And then the Oracle of the Angels is the 4 with the 0, the foundation magnified for strength. So strength is not only your magnified foundation, but it's also the infinite flow of you with the 8, the completeness of you, the knowing. And it also means courage. Courage. You don't need courage or strength to be like everybody else. You don't need courage or strength to fit in. No, you need courage and you need strength to be you, to tune in and tap in to the higher consciousness of you, to say yes to the initiation and to tap into your dreams as you transform into the cleansingness and allow in the success of who you are. When judgment is the illusion standing in your way, you're going to have to simply shatter the illusion, and you're going to have to take back your power, your magic. You're going to have to stand up for yourself, to yourself, not against anybody else. There's no more warring, no more fight or flight. It's about you taking hold of your magic, allowing your cup to be full in this physical time and space, that even when you feel like you're the island and it's you, allowing yourself to be full, tuning in and tapping into the comfort, back to our 3 again, allowing yourself to comfort yourself, allowing source energy, gold lightning, Metatron, allowing yourself to be both, giving and receiving of the comfort. Yes, as there is forgiveness, forgiving yourself, maybe forgiving the parent, the mother, nurturing yourself, parenting yourself, forgiving, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. And maybe mercy is needed and wanted for you in this now moment. Tuning into the doneness, the mercy, into the higher flight of the grace, the higher flight of the grace, the doneness. And now you can see the compassion. Do you see the words that are showing? Grace, compassion, the eternal light of love. Grace leads you to the compassion of the eternal light of love. And look at eternal light of love is 25, which equals to 7. We keep coming back to the 7, right? The seeker, the natural philosopher. So tuning into the compassion. My cat's meowing. The compassion that you have for yourself, leading you to the eternal light of love. And here the dog's on the move. And we have the 25, our 7 again. Our 7 again. The eternal light of love. That is you. It's the masculine, feminine. It's all the zodiacs. It's all of it. Do you see that? All those layers of you. The masculine, feminine, in and out flow here and there. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so much to take in. But you are so much to take in. You are so much to take in. And together, we are so much to take in. Look at the communion. Look at us. Look at us, Web of Light. Look at us, Soul Family. Look at us. Look at us. We are the world. We are the world. And we are creating this new high vibrational place and space. But guess what? Atlantis, Lemuria, we've experienced this before in our star families, whether you're Arcturian like me or something else. Tuning into, we are the world. We are oneness, and we are creating this beautiful place and space for all of us here in this earth realm. Yet, look at all the planets. The past, present, future, all that's out there. Even though where are we? Here we are. Right there. Even though we're here, look at all the other planets. And there's this infinite flow of us, this master builder of the two, and the flow of the infinity of it all. As everybody is taking back their power. Look at that firm grip, cutting ourselves loose from all the unwanted, right? Cutting ourselves loose, declaring justice and balance. Justice and balance. That light touch. Do you see when we take back our power? Look at the firm grip. But when it's this balance and justice, it's this light touch. So taking your power back with the firm grip, but this light touch on the balance of it all as the integrity, the balance of it. Do you see that? The wholeness, the completeness, the integrity of you. And when we look at these together, the balancing of the scales, and we're coming full circle with our triangle and our circle. The absolute yes now, the open portal, the direction, the 3 points, the new beginnings at all those points. And our last piece of art is friendship. And it's Archangel Uriel, who is the archangel of the systems of the earth. And Archangel Uriel is bringing forth this Atlantean vibration of this balancing of the scales, this opening of this new beginning for all of us as we open to the possibility of a friendship with the systems of the earth, as we shift up to this higher frequency, but yet we tap into the ancient wisdom of Atlantis and Lemuria and our star seeds. And we draw on that ancient wisdom into this now moment, our present moment, which is our future moment where we create. So how can we shift the algorithms? How can we shift the relationships? How can we shift everything into a friendship where we are flowing in this friendship with the physical, with the systems of the earth, with the algorithms, with the humans, with all of it? How can we shift and allow Archangel Uriel over the systems of this earth realm to help us to become friends with this earth realm, to become friends with money, to become friends with all of it? Maybe it is about being friends with the actual earth itself, to where your worldview is one of friendship, and there's no need to be safe and careful, because there's balance and there's justice and there's an open way. I love you guys so much. This has been so powerful and so beautiful. I mean, let's just put all of this together. Let's just see. I want you to see. Look at that. How beautiful. I mean, what a message, right? What a message. It was so beautiful how all of these have just been lining up together. The oracle, the knowledge, the past, present, future of it all, the crystals, and all of you. All of you, all of you, all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.